So if you guys are new to my channel, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoy it, and consider subscribing if these are the kinds of cars and projects you like to see. Now this should have taken about 2 weeks, and we are in month 3 of this project. This is my 2015 Mercedes-Benz S65 AMG, and I had the good idea of completely overhauling this car. I first got it when it was wrapped matte black, so I took off that wrap and it looked really, really bad. So I decided to fix all the bodywork and then realized that that bodywork was way worse than I thought. And then I decided, hey, since I'm doing all this bodywork, why not do a complete overhaul of the front and rear to a 2020 spec? So I got a front bumper, rear bumper, and a bunch of other stuff to make this thing look as brand new as possible, and that cost $5,000 with fake Chinese parts. But right now, we are looking at a car that just came back from the paint shop, and this did have a lot of work done to it. Not by me, because I was out filming Car Trek, and while I was filming, somebody was doing the work, weren't they?
Listen. You hired me to do this, so you can't just put me in this place and say, here's a bunch of cars, don't work on them.
Jack was a very, very busy boy, and he did a lot of work to this car. Now, we got a new fender and new doors on that side, but even then, the car still needed a lot of work, right?
It was pretty bad, but then we discovered more on top of that, and that was the beginning of it, and then we saw the worst of it.
Yeah, but right now the car is painted and it is looking fantastic, and I want to show you that entire process because there is a lot of it. But before I go into that very long process, I wanted to introduce today's sponsor, because very much like this car had paint that was falling off, my hair naturally falls off. I don't know if you noticed that, but I have been balding for the last 10 or so years, but thanks to today's sponsor, that is under control, and I'm talking, of course, about Keeps. So I don't know if you know this, but 2 out of 3 guys by the time they're 35 will experience some form of male pattern baldness, and that is definitely the case with me. But with Keeps, I have my hair loss under control. Now what Keeps is a subscription service that helps men keep their hair. They offer clinically proven treatments to combat the symptoms of hair loss. And with Keeps, you can get quality expert care without ever visiting a doctor's office or pharmacy. Keeps has a network of medical advisors, prescribers, and care specialists to support you in making your hair goals a reality. Now, whether you're looking to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just take better care of the hair you have, Keeps has you covered. And all treatment plans are personalized and doctor recommended and include 24/7 expert support that come with a year of unlimited doctor messaging. Now to get started, head over to keeps.com/Tavarish and you can get 50% off your first order. That's KEEPS.com/Tavarish. It's in the link in the video description below. Go check it out right now.
And there we go, just like that, it's blocked out. You can see the guide coat still left on the arch line where I left it there to define what I wanted to see when I'm going over my line. I want to give that a nice definition so that it stands out. It's fading as it comes out in this area. That's natural, that's what it's supposed to do. But this tool made this very easy, and not only that, it kept the floor clean. So when we clean cars like James Bond's car over there, and we clean the McLaren, which I know you guys have been complaining about, it's not gonna be dirty because this machine will keep it clean. And I am super stoked about that because that makes my job easier because guys, I like a clean shop. Believe it or not, I am a neat freak and I wanna always keep things picked up. And it's gonna help me with cars like this, which needs a lot of body work. But back to this car, super stoked. Let's finish this thing. guys can hear me good because it has decided to downpour here in the Sunshine State. A lot of you guys asked me in the last video, how am I going to protect the backside from rusting because I had put welds on here and then grinded it off. The way that I protect this is very simple. I use the 3M cavity wax. After I've done my metal work, I spray it. Then when I've finished that and I've got all my body work done, primed, I spray it again. And as you can see, I did it right before I prepped my body work here. But you can see the cavity wax in there. And then when I get this back from the paint shop, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. This will prevent any issues like we had with the V6 Charger, where we had to do a huge repair over here from a previous repair. The S65 is back from the paint shop and it is looking amazing. We replaced the doors and the fender because they were so badly damaged before from the previous accident and had body filler from top to bottom. The quarter panel, though, we did not replace. It did have holes where they pulled the arch line. So what I did was I welded them up and I body worked them with my brand new Fez tool. The Net 2 abrasives, amazing, amazing sandpaper. Lasts very long and it takes away all of the dust. The floors are clean thanks to this machine. So thank you 3M for that. But I have to get this car back together. There's quite a bit of stuff inside of these doors. So I'm gonna get started right now and I'm gonna put this on time lapse so you guys can see the transformation of the S65 into the final edition.
Okay, now that we're good and caught up on all the work done, I can start assembling this car. Well, at least the front end, because Jack did the sides and also the rear, which I will show you later. And in the back of this shot, I don't know if you can see it, he has set up a bunch of stuff to paint because we are not actually done painting. He is going to be clear coating a lot of the carbon fiber stuff because this did have a carbon fiber package on the mirrors and the side skirts, but all that stuff was in really bad shape. So Jack sanded it down, and while I'm putting this together, Jack is going to paint that. Then we're gonna put it all on the car, and then this car is gonna look brand new. I hope, because this was very expensive and it took a lot of time. This car better look good.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a 2020 Mercedes-Benz. Well, actually, it's not even a Mercedes-Benz anymore. It's a Mercedes AMG S65. They did change that around in 2018. This thing looks brand new, and I mean brand new. Everything is as OEM as humanly possible. And Jack, what do you think about this?
I love it. I love it. This really makes this car, it sets it apart. It definitely is. Now it is done. It is in its final edition.
It is absolutely in its final edition. Now, what did we have to do to do this entire car from when I got it to now? Because it was quite a bit, wasn't it?
There was a lot of work, and there was a lot of bad body work done to this car. So,
That's why the car was
Yeah.
cheap in the first place?
Yeah. I think you got it for a good price, but now it actually is. It's probably the value of the car is way better now. Like it is done so much nicer. We don't have any fiberglass hidden behind a cutoff bracket. We don't have doors that are Bondo from top to bottom. It was both doors. We can look at the other door later, and I can show you the Bondo shavings that are still in the door.
Let's go see that now, actually.
Let's look at that.
It's awesome that it's an aluminum door and it weighs nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm just really strong. So all that, all these.
So there's shavings in here.
That's all Bondo.
Uh-huh.
So with that's a cheese file.
Cheese file.
So it essentially is just like what it sounds like. It's a file that they shape the filler with. So if you have to shape filler, you're doing it wrong.
Okay.
I mean, you want to get somewhat of the shape of the appearance, but if you're putting that much filler on and you're using a file to shape it, that's wrong. Don't do that.
And also on a repair like this, because there wasn't any, it's not like this is, a total hit. It was really kind of repairable, wasn't it?
It was a very easy fix. Obviously, it cost some money with the parts, but the fix part of it was a very simple fix. The quarter panels are steel, the doors are aluminum, the fender is aluminum, so replacing those parts should have been done to begin with, and the repair should have been done, and it would have been done so much nicer and easier if they would have just done it right the first time. But now we have come together and put this car back to its OEM state, and now it's final edition.
Now, this is not an OEM bumper conversion. This was, well, I got this from CKM Car Design, and this, for all intents and purposes, is a knockoff kit. This was made in China, but the fitment is very, very good. I was surprised the entire way through. Everything clipped in. I mean, it was hard to clip things in, but when it clipped in, it wasn't going anywhere. And honestly, it looks, I mean, if you look at the gaps here, the gaps there, they're all really OEM. They're really good. They're really uniform. Nothing needed to be modified. Not really. A little bit in the back, right?
Yeah, a little bit in the back. There was stuff that they had done before in the back that wasn't right, so we just used the old clips from the bumper to kind of add to this bumper and make everything be as factory as possible. So, but it came out beautiful. I love this little accent right here.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
even that is even. It was adjustable to where you can make that nice and even.
Yeah, and we also have carbon fiber AMG exhaust. Well, I guess they're sort of connected to the exhaust, not really. These are just part of the bumper. The exhaust goes up under that, but it really finishes the look of this car. And it's a bit more aggressive, but it definitely looks newer. And we have the new taillights, new headlights, and everything is gonna work. It doesn't work right now because I still have to program the headlights. They're a little bit wonky. They have to be coded and told that they're on a car that is not the same year as the car that they were accustomed to. But I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Right now, it's looking fantastic. Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome, man, dude. This was a cool car to work on. I really enjoyed it. It was fun.
So, do you wanna borrow it for a night or something?
Yeah, dude. Take it on a date. Take my wife on a date or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Cause that's how you're getting paid. Cause I don't have any money.